In the Bible, the dragon is considered as evil and the devil, and the snake is considered as the deceiver. In the Orient and in the Asian world is a totally different thing. The snake have also one kind of ability which is unique in the world of the animal kingdom.
There's surprisingly much, symbolism which people don't every day think about this, how much it can mean in different cultures. Getting this perspective from the Eastern side is truly interesting.
The serpent have more attributes than that. Awaking the snake, which is residing in your sexual chakra inside, where the snake rolls and sleeps, you need to wake that up so that it can go. When we see that actually the snake have the ability to make himself younger by getting rid of his old skin, then we can associate that also with our own practice.
Hello everyone, I'm here with Grandmaster Jiang Yu Shan. It's been a long while again. I'm very happy that we are having a conversation once again, and we can bring some very interesting knowledge and information to other people, because you definitely possess a very, I'd say, rare perspective, like I would say one of a kind perspective, because if we think about people who have the similar background to you or who have been practicing martial arts as long as you have, there aren't many people who would have that. I would probably say that there is no one who has actually at least a similar lineage as you, and who is actively teaching and also sharing his knowledge. And we want to a little bit talk about the symbolism of the year of the snake, which is right now the Chinese New Year, but also just talk about the longevity and the perspective that you have as an, let's say, over 55 or over 50-year-old person on these practices, and how that has affected your aging process. How do you feel that Qigong has made, what type of impact it has made into your health, into your performance, into your strength, and just overall how you maintain your, let's say, your shape?
I'm very happy to see you again.
Mm-hmm.
And that we are still keeping in touch through all these years.
Yeah.
That I also appreciate, because I can follow your steps and your I can see also your development and progressing in all different kinds of athletic movements, animal movements, in fighting combat sports, in developing and even reinventing and discovering old knowledge of ancient and traditional weight training.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I see that. And
Yeah.
if you have a Bulgarian bag, if you have this sandbag, if you have all these kind of meals from the ancient, I will say, warriors from Iran, from Persia, or
Yeah.
from India, yeah,
Exactly.
Every martial artist will know, yes, now he is on the path of rediscovering how the ancient warriors, how they developed their strengths for fighting.
These have been huge.
Because strength for fighting is a totally different thing than strength for the fitness gym. It's a totally different thing. But that is another thing. The other thing is that we are now have the transition. We have the transition from the dragon year into the snake year, the year of the snake. And the dragon, we already know, is actually people will say mystical animal. I will say in it is presented in all of ancient cultures that people were facing dragons. You can find them in the Bible. You can find them in old holy scripts. You can find them in antique paintings and pictographies that dragons always exist. That is one thing. The other thing is that the snake, the giant snake, also was existing and maybe still in the Amazons, still there. And in every religion, you have in the Celtic, you have the snakes, which are in a totally different view than in the Bible. The Bible refers to the snake as something negative, as something like dangerous, as something like you cannot trust.
This is the
Because,
symbolism. Yeah.
because the snake have the attribute to be with no limbs, but very poison with their bite and what they have the venom. Okay, so people there they feel, oh, they are afraid of snakes, and the snakes in different cultures have a different meaning. They are even in the old Hinduism, they have the nagas, the half human, half animal bodies, where people on the half are human and on the lower part they have the body of a serpent or of another animal. Okay, like for example, centaur, they have the body of the bull, but the head and the
Yeah, like
face.
hybrid animal
Yeah,
or human
and
animal
and
hybrid.
yeah, a creation. But in every story, there is always a small thing which is true. Okay,
Yeah.
and also the thing about the snake in that coming year is very important because we we understand that the snake embodies a soft body, and only a head, which is important for the snake. When the snakes attack, it doesn't take care of the rest of the body. It only takes care of the head by itself. So that is also very interesting because if an animal fights, normally they take care of their complete body, that they don't get bitten here and they don't get bitten here, and they take care of that. No? But the snake only takes care of his head. And that is also very interesting because the snake have also one kind of ability which is unique in the world of the animal kingdom. And it is also the ability of rejuvenate and make themselves younger by losing their old skin.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Losing their old skin will make them look and appear as young and fresh as before. So they have the ability, snakes have the ability to make them young again. Longevity is a key point, and that only they have. There is no other animal who can do that too. Okay, we have some kind of, I will say, what is it called? lizards. They also that
So
kind.
that can grow their tail, you mean, or
Yeah, no, they can also they change their skin.
shed also skin? Okay.
Yeah, but not in that kind of degree how the snake can do. And in other cultures, the snake is also representing the male and female aspect. The body of the snake represent the phallus. Okay, and and the head, by its shape of the triangle, represent the female part. So the snakes embody both sexes in other cultures' point of view. That there is a very interesting thing what other cultures see in that kind of snake, and also how the snake is built. Okay, you have the triangle, which is the head, embodies the female part, and then you have that kind of body which represent the male part.
No, the symbolism makes sense. And I
Okay?
don't know if you were going to come to that as well, but you know this symbol where the snake eats its own tail? I think it's called Euriboros or something like this.
Yeah,
I'm not sure,
the
but
ever eating and
yeah.
circling without an end. Yeah, that everybody also knows. But the serpent, yeah, how we call also the
Hmm.
snake, no? The serpent have more attributes than that. What I just said, no? To make themselves younger by losing their own old skin.
Hmm.
And that gives us an indicator by embodying and breathing and using your abilities to awake. Now we come to the Hindu knowledge, awaking the snake, which is residing in your, I would say, sexual chakra inside, where the snake rolls and sleeps. You need to wake that up so that it can goes up your spinal cord and awakening what we call the Kundalini. So you will see that the Kundalini awakening of the snake in your body. Huh? That is also a kind of point of view where you can associate the snake also with a kind of ability to develop your energy in your body, to raise that energy up the spinal cord, to reach the highest point, to awaken and stimulate your pineal gland, and much more further than that. So that is the snake in the Hindu and also in the yoga and also in the breathing exercises, where you can also use that kind of example, awakening the snake in your body. And awakening the Kundalini, it is not only for the yoga, it is also very important for all the person who are in mysticism inside, who are in magic involved, who are in different kind of, I would say, we call them orders, brotherhoods, castes, sects, hermetic orders, and so on. They all use that awakening of the Kundalini in that kind of way. It's very important.
Uh-huh. So
Then we have another very interesting point of view when we see the old pharaoh crown, that the cobra is on the top, which also represent also to see that the crown of the pharaoh, he got a what is that, the cobra is,
yeah,
you can see that directly,
yeah.
which shows also that that person have the ability to be very dangerous and poisonous. So it gives also an attribute, and it is on the center of the crown, which actually grows out from the pineal gland, which is also very interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. It is.
So we have in different cultures the snake, and in different religions the snake. In the, I would say, in the, how to say, in the Bible, the dragon is considered as evil and the devil, and the snake is considered as the deceiver.
Yeah, or I
More
believe
in,
maybe if I can say just quickly, I think the original thing is that the Satan possessed the snake. So, but we all took it like the snake is evil, whereas maybe we should have taken it in the way where Satan is the evil entity that just goes into this, or and is represented through snake or represented through the dragon. But it definitely gave a pretty negative image of this of this animal. So.
yeah, even when you prescribe a person who is lying and talking gossip, you tell his tongue is his talking is in a kind of snake behavior, like cheating, talking into direction,
Backstabbing,
because
like
the tongue is separated like this. People will see that always in a negativity way.
yeah,
That is in the Western world. In the Orient and in the Asian world is a totally different thing. The point of view to see the dragon and the snake is a totally different thing. In the Western culture and in the I would say in the Orient and Asian world is a totally different thing. And even when we go further, when we go to the North American or South American,
mhm.
they even have that kind of snake body person with bird's feather. They call him Kulkun Khan. He embodies two different animals, both of them, because you have the snake and you have a bird. In Western culture, you have the eagle who conquers the snake.
Yeah.
So actually, the eagle is depicted like the positive,
Mm.
and the
Cool.
snake is depicted as the negative. But you can see actually that these two animals also reflect in a different way. The snake is actually only I would say uh, depicted as the earth and the giving one and the creating and the I would say developing one, because snakes are only found near waters.
Hmm.
That is also very interesting.
It's
And
very
and
interesting, yeah, because
water, when you live next by a river, that means life is guaranteed. Everything is growing, everything is beautiful. Animals go there, drink some water, and you have plants. That is actually flora, fauna is also very good developed. So different culture, different point of view.
yeah, but very if you just told me okay snake, I wouldn't necessarily start to think about it so much. So I'd say that there's surprisingly much symbolism, which of course makes sense, but people don't every day think about this how much it can mean in different cultures. So getting this perspective from the eastern side is truly interesting because like you said, yeah, the snake is almost always a negative thing. You just want to kill it. If you see the snake, kill it, get rid of it. There's nothing in a way good that we think of them. It's just poisonous creatures. So this type of it's very enlightening to get this perspective as well.
Yeah, you can see the Hindu. Yeah, they also have this kind of Shiva. Yeah, where he got his trident there, and then there's a snake always around his body, sitting somewhere.
Mm.
That is the cobra. If they associate that also as a positive thing.
But so essentially, if to summarize, the snake, yeah, it had that sort of energy. I mean, it was the shedding, like renewing yourself, but it's also the raising of the energy, and then you have that capability for danger. Like, is there maybe some way to summarize this, or is there a specific meaning to the Chinese specifically with this year of the snake, or is it like everything that you've already explained?
I
Kind
think
of,
that is already said well. That
yeah.
is enough. But when we see that actually that the snake have the ability to make himself younger, yeah, by getting rid of his old skin, then we can associate that also with our own practice. Because at the year of the snake is maybe the year where what you accumulated, your energy in the dragon year, now you can use that kind of energy to develop yourself and rejuvenate your body. Okay? You don't need to practice immediately snake kung fu or snake, I don't know, whatsoever. As long as you practice and you practice, focus on developing the psychic center. When you're developing the psychic center, automatically you will stimulate the Kundalini. And when the Kundalini slowly rises up your spinal cord, then, for example, the grand circle will be the best way. Nothing more to say. Okay?
Mhm.
Because by standing still doing nothing, normal for the normal person, you say, why you're standing and you do this kind of exercises. But internally, you're awakening the snake, you're practicing your energy levels, yeah, and you actually, when you do it consciously, you are integrated into that year of the snake in Asia. In the Kung Fu part, people say you need to be soft, you need to stick, you need to when you do the sticky hand or the I will say the how to say the pushing hands and so on and so on. These animals, the monkey, the snake, and the tiger are very, very common in the Chinese culture. So you can see them all the way. No? The tiger, of course, as a powerful animal, good for the bones and strong, give you good strength and ability. The monkey for his variation of to copy every other animal in, or even he copy what he sees. Okay, uh, that you also put this kind of behavior by learning new things. Okay, yeah, when you learn something, you copy only something. Now you learn something, no? And then you have the snake where you can embody the energy levels in your body to get rid of that old skin to make yourself younger.
Yeah. And I think it's good to maybe clarify that in Qigong, we don't use this snake term, right? We are utilizing a little bit different type of terminology. Like it's just that, like when we're describing this kundalinis and the snake in the yoga, it is different language, but it describe the same thing as, or the process that we are experiencing in Kung Fu as we are collecting the energy into the dantian and then raising or starting to circulate that.
In the Chinese Kung Fu part, the dragon and the snake, they are similar because the dragon have the snake body, yeah, which is
Soft also.
soft
Limber.
body winding around, and they have the ability to change the structure, sometimes very strong. There's a tremendous force by crushing bones, or very soft where they can flow over the grass like that, yeah. Or in attacking part, it can be adjusted and go with the partner, become one with the partner by sticking, or by attacking, use the poison, I would say, teeth of the snake, the fangs, like that. In the Kung Fu part, we want to also emphasize that most soft movements are actually always referred to the dragon or to the snake. Okay, because other animals have not the ability to stick so like glue than the snake can do.
Uh-huh.
So you can see in the Wing Chun, in the Tai Chi, in the Bagua, in the Shini, that all of them have also the idea of the ability of the snake. You don't need to move around and then take this tongue out and like this. No, you don't need to. Or you don't need to do this because snake have different kind of finger expressions. It's not only the flat hand, it is also the fingers, which are the fangs of the teeth, okay? Or even only the soft part where you have the ability to stick first. Energetically, you can fill your body with a kind of energy where your arms become so full, like really you see that pumping like like a python, which
Hmm.
is really full and heavy. And that is also an attribute what all martial artists needs to seek. To be soft, full. When I say full, full of energy. If somebody touches you and they feel, oh, these arms are very heavy, or I can't even hold this man's arm because my master's arms are very heavy. That embodies the power, the chi which filled in between the skin and the muscles. There is a kind of small space which can be filled with a kind of energy, with a kind of chi.
And this travels with the blood, I suppose, blood circulation also.
Yeah, when your body is soft, only then can energy flow in the
Hmm.
body. If the body stiffen up, there is no way that actually energy can flow smoothly like a river in your body around. And that's why the movements of taiji, the movements of, I will say, other soft martial art, they love always to associate their kung fu with snake techniques or dragon ones. Yeah. even even when I do my soft monkey, it is a soft style, but I also have to embody the dragon body. Yeah, I need to have that idea that I'm very soft. Even if I'm very strong, I have muscles and so on. I just showed you, no, my small belly, no, yeah, that before I had an 8 pack, now it becomes only a 6 pack. One day there is only no pack,
No,
you
I'm
know.
very humble. I mean, there was some all around development for sure, like
Should I?
obliques,
Okay,
triceps.
I show you. Look at this.
Sure. That is.
See that? That is
Yeah.
not because I'm skinny. Yeah, that is because I'm still uh, I'm working. I'm a martial artist. I am 50 plus years old. Yeah, but I can't let myself go down. It's not allowed. So I practice my skills, my movements, my standings, my squattings, my internal development to be soft, to be and strong at the same time. What I just said, like the snake, soft but still full of power when you need it.